So it all starts with an idea, right? Every film, every creative work. Just one singular idea, and it's the beginning of something extraordinary. So with Alien, I remember watching Alien Romulus when it first came out, and there was something about it that just stuck with me, and I really loved that film. And I remember it seemed different to the originals, but it still had the same tone, I guess you could say, the same structure, but it still felt new, and there was something refreshing about it. And I was inspired by it, but it wasn't until I was scrolling through Facebook one day that I saw this girl named Julissa. She had new headshots or something posted to Facebook, or was talking about collabing with people, and there was something in her eyes that sort of reminded me of Romulus, maybe Rain Carradine, the main character of Alien. And it just seemed like she would have the emotion and the abilities to pull off that kind of character. So I messaged her, we met, and we started planning this film from there. I wrote a short script, microfilm. I think it was three or four pages. Yeah, I guess it went on from there. All that was left was just to plan it out, get props, costumes, locations, and stuff like that. So after the script was finished, I had to find the crew. So thankfully, my best friend David, he does photography, so he was able to do some of the behind the scenes photos that you're seeing now. One of my close friends, Iliamar, she was the camera operator, and another one of my good friends, Chloe, she's actually a makeup artist. So thankfully I knew the right people already to get the job done, so I didn't have to worry about anything really, because I knew I had people that I could trust and I know are talented to work on this film and help me out. Easier process knowing people, trusting those people. So for the makeup, the movie was going to be a lot different before the final cut, but obviously you have budget restraints, time restraints, stuff like that. So her arm is already gashed in the beginning of the film, but the original draft arm was actually cut by a xenomorph's tail, but obviously we didn't show that. There's quite a lot that was meant to be in, I guess, like the idea of the film as compared to what the film actually is. But I'm very happy with how it turned out. Obviously, if we had like a budget, it would have been a totally different thing. Chloe did an absolutely phenomenal job with the gash on her arm. It looked really good. I was super happy with it. The original idea for it was actually going to be very Tarantino-esque. So I had an idea to have like a tube running through the makeup with like blood pouring out and stuff, which I think would have looked super cool. I would have really wanted that. Obviously, time restraints and the practicality of it wasn't really possible. But yeah, the makeup was phenomenal, and she did an amazing job. Then we have camera operation. My friend Iliamar, she came up with the opening shot actually, with the Dutch angle, turning the camera slightly tilted, which I think really made the opening shot. I can't imagine it just being just a straight on shot or whatever, because I think she really made that shot with that decision to just slightly turn the camera. And like the rest of the work, she did an amazing job figuring certain things out and playing with the like the angles and doing a great job. Yeah, I'm super glad I went with her. And then for the lighting, I have to say it was a bit tricky, honestly. I think it was maybe like my third or fourth time lighting a scene. And in the small area, it was a bit difficult just trying to set it up and have a consistent look overall. The main goal was to just have some sort of even lighting, because in post I was going to make it flicker. In the beginning, we realized that the camera we were using, the sensor wasn't good enough to capture red light. So we basically realized at the very start, principal photography, that we would need to use just a regular warm tone light, and then I would have to like hue shift it and make it red in post. So the VFX, that was something that was in the back of my mind for quite some time. I know you see a lot of really small budget indie projects, and they have the wonkiest VFX and just looks so bad. So I knew that I had to choose somebody that was super talented and knew what they were doing. And there was this one guy I found. His name is Nero. I knew about him for a while. He was working on a 3D model for my friend and I for a film we worked on previously, and I just knew that whatever he made, it would be exactly what I was looking for. And so he did, I think, 6 shots for us in total. And yeah, just as I thought, they all came out amazing. It's just incredible the work he does. Yeah, it was amazing. I would definitely use him again. If I did a feature at some point, I would definitely want him working on it, be a part of the VFX team, because he's just insanely talented and he's really good at anything that he does. It's incredible. So editing, I edited the film, so I did like the rough cut, everything, sent the shots over to Nero to do the VFX, and then I took those shots, post VFX, put them in, did all sorts of stuff. Yeah, I actually had to learn quite a bit to edit this film. Yeah, it was a ton of work. I think it took me maybe 3 months really to get it dialed in and finalized, which is crazy because the film is only 4 minutes long, including intro and outro. But yeah, I think it speaks for itself. I mean, I had a vision, and I'm satisfied with how it turned out, regardless of budget, regardless of time constraints. I think it's solid, and I'm proud with what everybody accomplished and what we were able to do with the amount of time and the budget. I definitely learned a lot working on this film, in regards to structure, pacing, and just really that collaborative process between artists in making something special,
My oven is on. All right, we're ready.
What did they say about take 6?
What did they say about take 6? Call your ex. Not good. You?
Action.
Oh, thank God.
I just shut the doors to lead into the mess. Has anyone seen the blue tape?
Mm-hmm. Roll 1, scene 3, take 2.
Action.
Oh shoot.
Roll 1, scene 5, take 1.
That's not a set.